250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I have another bomb news segment for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, that share button, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. And if you'd like to support your boy, support the channel, support the movement, Cash App $ Michael US. I gotta get all that goddamn money. I need it. Those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. 250 got the ribbon. Also, check out my other YouTube channels, Michael T. Porter Music and Michael Skits and Stories. Ow! I'm just checking out something. Still working out the few kinks, but I think I got it. God almighty, I think I got it. Another black man gets boots in his ass, y'all. Another black man. Damn. Let's see. I think I got it. God almighty, I think. Let me see. I'm just working out a few kinks, just seeing how everything look. I'm just seeing how everything look. Y'all bear with me, and we're going to get to this story. I'm still working it out. Yeah, we're going to work it out. Okay. So, yeah, let me get everything together. Y'all hope y'all doing all right. How y'all day going? How is y'all day going? Show y'all a little bit of love, and we're going to jump into this. Let me see. What's up? 250 Gemstones Nation. Ow! What's happening? All right, let's jump into this thing. Hope y'all doing all right. Hope y'all stay blessed. Hope y'all wiggling through the madness. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull up the video. Let me see. I should have the video right here. Let's see. This is right here, according to CBSNews.com. Where the video at? No video? Hold on. Oh, here we go, right here.
Long has just surfaced 3 years after a Nassau County grandfather alleged racial profiling.
The retiree says he was humiliated in public in a case of mistaken identity. Jennifer McLogan covers Long Island and has more.
That morning was the worst day of my life.
Tyrone Pfeiffer is a
Police body camera video 8 minutes long has just surfaced 3 years after a Nassau County grandfather alleged racial profiling.
The retiree says he was humiliated in public in a case of mistaken identity. Jennifer McLogan covers Long Island and has more.
That morning was the worst day of my life.
Tyrone Pfeiffer is a grandfather of 8 and retired grocery clerk who once served in the National Guard.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little emotional. Every time I watch it, it just hurts.
He's talking about police body cam video. Civil rights attorney Fred Brewington was finally able to secure 3 years after Pfeiffer was arrested after leaving his podiatrist's office in Baldwin.
When he approached me, he kept calling me Leroy, and he had his hand on his gun.
Police were looking for a suspect named Leroy with a history of mental health problems wanted for domestic abuse. When Pfeiffer didn't hand over an ID, police appeared to grab his umbrella and bag of Christmas cookies, a gift from his doctor.
I didn't do anything.
Hang on, bro.
I just came out the doctor.
Okay.
And you attacked me.
They wrestle him to the ground, handcuff him, and throw a punch.
Took me to Nassau County Medical Center, where I was handcuffed to the gurney until 8:30 that night. to get an appearance ticket.
Tyrone Pfeiffer credits his court-appointed legal aid attorney for getting all charges dropped following 10 and a half months of legal battles.
When we talk about Nassau County being the safest county in the nation, who's it safe for?
According to police data compiled by State Criminal Justice Services, for every 18 black people who are arrested for obstruction in Nassau County, only one white person is.
It's just unfortunate. And it happens to black people of color
Black
or
people.
nationality other than white every day.
Pfeiffer says he doesn't want to be another statistic and is suing Nassau Police and the commissioner for $30 million.
Well, guess what? There is going to be another number. But that number is going to be going to his bank account.
From Nassau County, Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
Baby, they beating up grandpas. They said for every 18 black people that are pulled over, there's only one white person in that county. There's only one. And there's a group out there that's saying that racism don't exist. There's a group out there, y'all. Keep his picture up for a little bit. There's a group, y'all, $30 million. $30 million is what you asking for. The humiliation, the disgrace, the embarrassment. To where somebody can just roll up on you just because they have a badge. They can handle you any old kind of way. And look at this dumbass officer. Now, once he found out, if y'all look at it, once the officer, can't the officer read? If you're looking for Leroy and the badge says Tyrone, why didn't you let him go? They were looking to beat some ass that day. He's looking at the ID. The ID says Tyrone Pfeiffer. You're looking for Leroy such and such. Y'all looking for Leroy such and. Look at this dumbass officer. Look at this dumbass officer. He's supposed to be looking for Leroy and found Tyrone. I think you better call on Tyrone. Call on. Isn't that how the song go? Isn't that how the song go? Officer Dumbass looked at the name and still proceeded to give Tyrone a bad day. The officer is looking at his ID, and it clearly says Tyrone Pfeiffer, and they're looking for a Leroy. So why did y'all continue to beat up on this black man? Why? Because they are racist. We all know that New York has some of the most racist police. New York and Los Angeles. And these states are not even in the South. Everybody give it the South a bad reputation. Racism everywhere. His dumb ass is looking at the damn ID. This is crazy. And still proceeded to put boots in Mr. Pfeiffer's ass. Let me see. I know that caught him so off guard. I know that when he went home, like he couldn't believe what happened. He just could not believe that these officers would do something like that. Just trying to get a picture, y'all. I know he just couldn't believe it. And he's coming, and he's a grandpa. He fighting to stay alive. Oh, he got a bad picture. I'm just trying to get one good picture. Lord have mercy. He just fighting to stay alive. It's a wicked world out there, y'all. That's what I say every time you walk outside the door But all the charges were dropped, and then they gave charges on him. $30 million. They need to cough it up. They need to go ahead and just cough it up. Cough up that 30 mil, baby. Go ahead, cough it up, cough it up, cough it up. I really don't know how these people sleep at night. How do these people sleep at night? Knowing that you beat a grandpa within inches of his life. How do y'all sleep? Animals. Absolute animals. Just trying to get a pick. So look, I won't be able to get a pick today. Absolute animals. So I just leave it up right here. The cops are animals. Beating up on grandpas. Looking for Leroy. Found Tyrone. And they still gave my ass whooping. So my thing is, it's on tape that he has the ID. Why didn't they just let him go? They ain't trying to let him go. They're trying to set I don't know why people still messing with black folk. What did black folk ever do? This country is absolutely fixated on locking a nigga ass up. 250, where you at? This country is fixated on making sure our lives are a living hell. To make sure that we're on edge, to make sure that everywhere we go is tense. The proof was in the ID that y'all got the wrong man and he's hollering for his life. Slam the 54-year-old to the ground. In this world, in this country, dogs get treated better than black folk out here. Dogs get treated better. If you shoot a police dog, you're doing life. People will go out their way to make sure them dogs are fed. Animal cruelty laws, they will push those laws far harder than they will push laws to protect the rights of black folk. What is really going on out here? What's really going on? What's really going on? Oh, let me see. What is really going on? Woo! That's why I never believed the ideology that if you mind your business, drama won't come. Drama, that's just life. Life, excuse me, yo. Life just have a way of finding your ass, right? Life just have a way of disturbing your peace, the very peace you work so hard to obtain, and you're doing your best to sustain. You understand what I'm saying? We're doing our best. We are doing our best, and it seemed like every time you try to find some peace, he got some cookies from his doctor. They slapped the cookies out his damn hand. Slapped the cookies out his damn hand. Yes, they did. They slapped them goddamn cookies. God damn. Coming from the doctor, minding his business, and they slapped them cookies out his hand. Slapped them cookies, y'all. Imagine coming out, now he was smoking cigarettes, but there's neither here or there. He's coming from the doctor's office, and you coming out, and you get your ass beat. I'm trying to figure out the moment he walked out and them police rushed up on him, it's a human reaction to defend yourself. And the laws know that. That's why the laws play games with our mind, with our natural, with human beings, our natural state, our natural instincts. Most of these laws what's the word I'm looking for? Most of these laws belittle human beings, belittle human beings' natural instincts. Insult, yeah, belittle and insult. When somebody put their hands on you, it's your instinct, especially as a man, to get them up off you, especially if you know you ain't do nothing wrong. And they know they was in the wrong because he looked at the ID and said Tyrone Pfeiffer. They looking for Leroy. I know Leroy crazy ass. Now Leroy is a mental patient. His ass escaped. So Leroy is sliding and gliding somewhere while Mr. Pfeiffer get his ass beat. Crazy. I never believed in, no matter how peaceful you be, how much you stay out the way, especially in big cities or even rural areas. There's always something. When you're around a whole bunch of people, there's just always something going on. Always something going on. Yeah, I think he don't get that 30 mil. I don't know if they don't give him 30, but I think he should get something. I think he should get something. Man, look, his ass on the ground right there. Throw him right on the ground like he was trash. Trash get treated better than this. This is what Mr. Pfeiffer said. I didn't do anything. I just came out the effing doctors and you are attacking me. Pfeiffer is heard saying as an officer tries to restrain him. They wrestled him to the ground, handcuffed him, and they threw a punch, punched his ass after they and that's another thing with police officers too. They really good for they cowards. Most of them are cowards. They good at handcuffing your black ass and then punch you because you know you can't punch back. If you a buck, if you a nigga that ain't gonna take no shit, if you willing to die for yours and you willing to take a life, oh boy, they ready to put your ass in the ground. They fight dirty. How you handcuff somebody? He's already handcuffed. He's 54. Probably got bad back, arthritis, and then they punched his ass. Punched him after he's handcuffed. And there's a certain group out there that's saying that racism don't exist. Can y'all believe this? Can y'all believe this? I'm just coming out the effing doctor's office. And y'all want to put feet and hands all over me. Damn. Just walking out, these officers showed incompetence. These officers showed lack of humanity. They need to be off the force immediately. They need to be off the force immediately. Get their ass up out of there. Hitting on this man like that. What's wrong with these people? When he approached me, he kept calling me Leroy and had his hand on his gun. Police were looking for a suspect named Leroy who was wanted for domestic abuse and had a history of mental health problems. Yeah, you got the wrong person. I can't believe, and that's come they're cowards. Handcuff somebody and then punch them. Every time I watch the video, it just hurts. According to the police data compiled by State Criminal Justice Services, for every 18 black people who are arrested for obstruction in Nassau County, only one white person. So it's one white person. It's 18 niggas getting locked up for every one white person. It's 18 niggas getting locked up for every one white person. And they talking about racism, don't exist, man. Nigga, please. Why y'all playing with my emotions? Why y'all playing with my emotions today? Why y'all playing with my emotions? I'm starting to repeat myself like what's that nigga? Dr. Umar. Why y'all playing with my emotions today? They're cowards. It's obvious that this county is racist. It is let me see, this is near New York, huh? Yeah, this New York. Woo, look at this map. Looks nice. New York. It's right outside New York. New York State's pretty big. Buffalo. New York's pretty big. This is a big county, Nassau. Nassau. This is a big county. Got his ass hit up out there. Oh, New York pretty big, y'all. So this New York County. New York is big. All this New York. Long Island. Hampton Bay. Long Island. Great South Bay. Okay, I'm gonna hit the East Coast. All that water. Grandpa got his ass knocked down, handcuffed, and punched on for mistaken identity. I can't believe it. Well, you know what? I can. This is America. This is America. You got a group of folks out there saying it ain't happening. They closing their eyes. They saying that racism don't exist. We got the data right there. For every 18 niggas that's getting locked up, only one white person get locked up. This country is fixated on locking black people up. I'm like, goddamn, everybody doing crime. White folk doing crime, Mexicans doing crime, El Salvadorians doing crime, Venezuelans doing crime, everybody doing crime. Asian mafia, Russian mafia, the Italians, the Irish, everybody come to America to do crime, but they always on a black man's behind. I'm just not understanding. Why. They are absolutely persistent and determined to get black children in those prisons. Was that the 13th Amendment? Once you become a prisoner, all your rights are stripped, you're back into slavery. Slavery hasn't ended. If you are a criminal, you are therefore you are perceived as a slave in America. If you're a criminal, you are a slave. Let's look at this thing right here. I'm going to go back. We're going to look at the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment or the 21st Amendment? I think it's the 13th Amendment. It forbids chattel slavery across the United States and in every territory under its control, except as a criminal punishment. So the abortion of slavery still exists. Amendment 13, the first three Reconstruction Amendments was ratified December 6, 1865. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. So right here, except as punishment. So if you are a criminal, if you are a prisoner, they can treat you like a slave. You have no rights and they can do whatever they want to do to your black ass. It's right there in the Constitution. Slavery is still alive. You know what's so crazy about information? It never stops. It never stops. Right there in our Constitution, slavery still exists as a punishment for convicted criminals, which means they can treat you how you want, they can feed you what they want, they can go up your butt breaking. This been going. I know what butt breaking was, so I moved to the South. I didn't know what it was. And once I found out, I was like, oh my God. These Europeans are sick. They can work you as long as they want for little or no pay. Slavery still exists through the prison system. Right there. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. You have to be convicted first. They can't just do what they want. If you are convicted, say you get 20 years to life, you're 20 years as a slave, shall exist within the state. They ain't going to give up that slavery. They are not going to give up that slavery. So they wrote this back then and say, okay, we're going to give them false sense of freedom, because even though they're free, they're only free if they don't act a fool, if they're not convicted as a criminal. So let's create a lifestyle. Let's brainwash them. Let's make it cool to be criminals within the black community. Let's have more children out of wedlock so we can get them back onto the plantation, which is the prison and penitentiary. Let's get these niggas back on the let me blow up. Look at this picture. Get these niggas back on the plantation through the prison system. White man, they never wanted to give up slavery. Abe Lincoln didn't want to give it up. None of these white folks wanted to give it up. It still exists. This is why the conditions are horrific. This is why it's just a terrible thing. You know what they did back on the plantations? They separate you from your family. The daddy, he'll hump so many black women, and then take that nigga to another plantation, and then another plantation. You're separated from your family. They tell you where to go. Back then, they load you up on horses or whatever. Now they got you on the bus like cattle. White man built this country on slavery, and it will always be here. But these are the same white men. I'm talking about American white men. These are the same white men that boo-hoo and cried with all that sassiness, crying to their granddaddies. Great Britain is being so mean to us. Great Britain, Great Britain, Great Britain. Shut the hell up. Look at this white man right here with the whip. This looks like a woman. They beating women. They beating children. They haul. Look at what they used to do to us, y'all. They got the black woman on her knees. The baby's crying because he's trying to figure out what this white man doing to her. They got this black man right here on his knee like he just got whipped. He's tied up like they about to take him to another plantation. Look, they all look tired and overworked. The prison system lock black folks up, and then these white folks got the nerve to say slavery don't exist. It exists through the 13th Amendment. If your ass get locked up, if you are convicted of a crime, you are a slave. And even if you serve your time as a slave, they got this thing called probation and parole, and they still want to dictate your damn life. They wrote this back in the day. Whoo! Whoo! And they said we need to be grateful for this country. Think about that. Yep, he's part of this slavery system. Look at this. Look at this mess right here, dumbass officer. But y'all flood my comments, y'all. Y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Tyrone Pfeiffer out there in Nassau County, right next to New York City, New York County, New York City. Shout out New York. I know y'all going through it. I know that sorry ass mayor just got locked up, and a whole bunch of other folks out there from New York to LA to up north by Michigan, all the way back down to Houston. Lock all they asses up. All of them are corrupt. What do y'all think about him coming out the doctor's office, getting the cookies that his doctor gave to him, slapped him out his hands? They threw him to the ground, handcuffed him, then punched him all on his head. And it was mistaken identity. And all of this really wasn't mistaken because the cops looked at Mr. Tyrone Pfeiffer's ID, and the whole time they were looking for Leroy. Once again, those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you that just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. We only going up. Y'all stay safe. God's children all across the world, keep your head on the swivel. Keep God first. Be safe. Get that money. Handle your business.